I see Nick is watching. Nick, I'm in Facebook jail, brother, but I wanted to tell you something. I saw your post the other day, what you were doing for one lucky family in the community, brother, and I gotta tell you, mad respect, man. All right, guys. No music tonight. Nothing set up in the back either. First off, it is cold as hell out here. And second off, well, of course, you know, it's Saturday night instead of Friday night. We normally do this on Friday night, but, you know, yesterday was Christmas. So, and I told everyone the Friday before last that I was going to go live on Christmas just to play some Christmas music and talk and chit chat, and then I was going to do the live show tonight. Not only did we not do the live show last night, but we almost didn't do the live show tonight just because of how cold it is and the other complications, and I'm about to get to those. So, the reason I didn't go live Friday night, the reason I haven't commented to any of you or responded to any of your stuff or interacted in any way, the reason I didn't wish anybody a Merry Christmas on Facebook, any of that stuff, is because I've been put in Facebook jail again, this time for 30 days. And again, it's because the Mendences lied to Facebook and said that they were a minor when Susan's clearly not a minor, okay? Not in any universe which she classifies a minor. So we've started the process with Facebook right now. They're going to be looking into the fact that they keep flagging us or reporting us, that the Mendences and their side keeps reporting us for things that they claim are go against community standards that truly are not, because we have downloaded the community standards. We've been in contact with them. So what could take place is if they find it to be falsely accusing people of violating the community standards, which right now is a computer looking at it, they claim it's because of COVID-19, right? But now, and there is a way to contact them, it's just a pain in the butt to do it. But now they're actually going to start reviewing the whole thing, and anybody caught falsely or repetitively reporting us for things against community standards that truly aren't, they could have their Facebook page shut down. So we'll see what happens with that. So yes, I can go live. We have to go through the Green Swamp page and then put a link on my page and all of that. But it's just a pain in the butt. So that's why I didn't go live yesterday. But we're also in the process of starting another account for if this happens again or continues to happen, so that you guys can at least see my post. And so we'll let you know when we send those out. We'll also send you a private message telling you we've sent those friend requests out. The only way the Mendences and the Sellies can get me to shut up is by lying and trying to get my Facebook suspended, and lying to get my Facebook page suspended, or pulling up here like a bunch of cowards and blowing an air horn, which, you know, that, in Paul's defense, that's the best thing that's the best thing in this world he's good at, is blowing. Yeah. I'm beyond pissed off at this point, and I've got the proper people to handle the situation, and we are going to get to the bottom of it. So I went ahead and did this video tonight, even though I don't have anything ready. I mean, nothing entertainment-wise. Okay, I don't have any songs or poems or parodies or any of that stuff. Mainly because, you know, we were very busy this week, and we enjoyed Christmas like you wouldn't believe. We had a great time, family and friends, and it's not over. We're having a gathering tomorrow night, and for those of you that are coming tomorrow night, you might want to wear some long johns if it's going to be this cold again. If not, we got the fire and other stuff, and alcohol, which helps keep you warm. I don't know, that might be a myth, but who knows. Anyways, so because we enjoyed Christmas, I didn't have, you know, time to do any of that stuff. But I have a request to play the Jingle Bells parody again. We're going to do that. And if anybody else has any special requests for a repeat of a song, let me know, and we'll go through here to the different episodes and find it and play it again for you. But why are we doing this one tonight? Because I feel it is very, very important, extremely important. This could be one of, not the most important one, but it's close to the top, one of the top important ones. I mean, the most important ones were us proving that they abused children. Remember, we had that student come on live and tell us of her physical abuse and other things. So, but this could be close to it. If not, it's a close, you know, third. And so what I want all you to do right now is this. If you're watching this and you have any contact with any current parents, any current dance parents up at the studio, I want you to send them a message or call them and say, hey, Troy's about to tell something on here about the Mendences that was told to him by not one, but two, but three people from Rhode Island, right? Is that where they're from? Yeah. And that it is criminal in nature. And that it's only going to take a few minutes, and then once that's done, you know, he wants you to sign off. And here's why I want them to sign off. Because at this point in time, with all the information that I've given those people, and they continue to still leave their kids up there, then the rest of this, the rest of the show, the entertaining portion, the funny portion, my comic genius, right? It's not for them. It's not free to them anymore. So I want them to sign off after they can enjoy it. I've revoked their rights to enjoy me. But they do need to hear this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give them about 2 to 3 minutes to log on. They can log on under any name they want to, as long as they don't comment under a fake name. But get on, get ready to watch this, and as soon as the information, the breaking news portion is over, they can go ahead and log off, and the rest of us will get back to it. And seriously, people, it's cold as fuck out here right now, right? So I'm just going to pick something here. I don't even really have anything good to play on here, other than we'll play that one in a minute. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure that I want to taint, I said taint, this information, this critical breaking news information with any music or anything like that. So we're probably just going to go ahead and get right to it. I think they have plenty of time to get on, and if they haven't, then by all means, tell them to go back afterwards and watch the show. I need your phone with those messages that I forwarded it to you because I didn't have time to print them out. So I was contacted. Well, I was not contacted. My wife was contacted by an individual from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, right? She told us of another individual who was trying to contact us from that same area. And then I've also been in contact with, I've tried to contact 2 of the Mendez family members, or distant family members, only because they have sent me friend requests and liked some of my videos, even hearted my videos. And of the 2, only one of them has reached out to me, or reached back out to me, and given me some information. I'm still waiting for the other one. But these other two individuals are not family members of the Mendenses, and we did not reach out to them. We did not instigate it. We had no idea who they were. We have verified since then their identity and truly that it is them and who they are, and that the information they're giving us. But me? No. Does this go in order from top to bottom? Oh yeah, I think it does.
I hit it right at the one first time.
Okay. So this is from an individual whose children, and by the way, I'm not going to say the person's name because the person's asked me not to. I'll read that to you in a minute. But I am going to read something in here, and the minute I read it, the second I read it, and I'll tell you what it is when I read it, the second I read it, Susan, Paul, and Shanae, all three of them are going to shit their pants because they're going to know at that minute that I'm not joking, I'm not lying, this is true, this is legitimate, and they're screwed. Okay? I hope that the Mendense family, Paul, Susan, Shanae, I hope that they had a wonderful Christmas. I hope they had a great Christmas. Hell, I hope they're still enjoying it right up to this moment. Because the more fun that they were having, the more fun this is going to be for me when I piss in their Cheerios in a second and steal all that fun and joy from them. Because their shit's caught up with them. You remember how the Mendenses, they would start up with these fake accounts and shit, right? Even hiding behind their own children's names. Or stripper names, whatever. And they started attacking us with lies and made up shit, fake stuff, right? Or they would take something that I said about them that we had proof of, facts of, and they'd twist it and say that it was me, right? With no proof, no evidence, no nothing, committing libel all over the place. Well, that paid off for us. Because, yeah, at first when they did it to me, it was funny. And then it was irritating. And then it was annoying. And then I just stopped looking at it because it was just stupid at that point. I just lost interest. But it paid off. Because apparently with all of their fake accounts and their people and all that shit sharing my name and tagging me and stuff, a lady up there in Rhode Island clicked in it and looked my name up. Went through and watched my shows. From there, she contacted another woman. That woman contacted us. So thank you, Mendense family, and all of you haters, because without your bullshit, without your lies, without your distracting and trying to get me to stop, what I'm about to tell you now would have never came to light. But the Troy Show has now brought a lot of shit together for a lot of people. So I'm going to stick to the whole anonymity promise with this lady because obviously, you know, she has stuck her neck out for us. And she's going to continue to help us, supply us with more information. We're still getting this stuff in, still getting it put together. I'm not going to say it came in at a bad time, but it came in at a bad time. We had Christmas and all that stuff. And we still have New Year's and all that stuff we got to do and get ready for our party and whatnot. But we are going to put all of this together. We're going to build a timeline for you. We're going to get some more witness statements or victim statements put together. And then we're going to present it to you in full, in its full length. But for tonight, I'm just going to read you what started the whole thing with us, with it. So, Tracy got a text message. I'm sorry, a messenger message.
Wait. Give me the paper.
I'm not going to break my promise to the lady, if that's what you're worried about. Give me a second, people. I'm getting a note. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I probably would have and not meant to. No one told me that. So now I know. So, that doesn't really change much. I just won't mention that part. But So here's my offer to you, current dance parents. Okay, except for the two that I've already talked to about. Any of the rest of you, the ones that don't like me, the ones that hate on me, right? My biggest fans. What I'm going to offer to you is I'm still not going to reveal this lady's name to you. What I'm going to offer is any time between now and the next episode, if you want to come to my house and review the original message, you can. Without looking, I mean, I'm going to obviously block her name from you, but you could still read the original message. But it's not really even necessary, because at that point, Susan and Paul and Sinead will already know it's true because of one thing I'm going to say in here in a minute. But you can either come as a group, all of you at once, all of you at the same time, or you can send one person as a representative of all of you. But it doesn't matter. It's a one-shot deal, whether it's all of you at the same time or one of you as a representative. You have one shot, one chance to come over. After that, I don't want to talk to you people anymore. Okay? So, excluding the two, like I said, excluding the two that already know about it, and you know, I'm not going to get into that. But so this message was received on what day? Huh?
I don't know, last Saturday maybe?
Saturday.
I think it was last Saturday, a week ago.
Yeah, it was a week ago. Is that the dogs trying to get out? It's the bad part about having dogs that weigh as much as adult humans. They make a lot of noise when they want out. Hope they don't break the door. So, the message says, "Hi Tracy, I ran into an old acquaintance from a former dance studio in Rhode Island. She was telling me about the Troy show and what it was based on. She told me she had written a letter to Troy about Susan, about what Susan had done, and then just split to Florida. She said that she has heard no mention of it on his show, and people of the new studio need to know what she did, and then up and left. After Susan sold her studio, she opened another studio less than a mile down the road." Now, at this point in time, Susan, Paul, and Sinead have now pooped themselves. Pooped them? Guaranteed. People, if you believe in God, you got to know that this is a miracle sent from on high. Just the sure happen chance between these two people, and I'll explain that in a minute. It was divine intervention. Okay. Susan. Okay. I gotta find my place. Hang on. People don't care about. So after Susan sold her studio, which was called Susan Montegrain School of Dance, which they provided us a lot of photos and stuff too. It's pretty awesome that we've got this stuff. After Susan sold her studio, she opened another studio a mile down the road. People need to know the real reason why the Mendenses up and moved to Florida without any warning. Blank told me that in the letter she included what happened with the studio. So, Blank said after she left the studio, she was, or after Susan sold the studio, this isn't worded right. Either that or I mixed it up. Hang on. Blank told me that she left the studio she was at. Oh, okay, I read that out of place. Okay, so Blank told me that she left the studio she was at after Susan sold it after doing one recital, and then Susan opened up again. So she left the studio and went back to Susan, who then took competition money from her and the entire team and closed the doors and moved to Florida before ever doing even the first competition. But she took the competition money for the entire year and then didn't do the competitions, closed her door after she'd gotten all the money, left. She left. People, we've done the math based off of what they've sent us. We've done the math, and if we're correct on the math of the amount of money that was stolen, it is grand larceny in the first degree. That's the highest form of theft. Grand larceny in the first degree. That's above grand theft. Grand larceny in the first degree. If we're correct on the math. But even if we're off by 75%, it's still grand theft. So these didn't come to you in order.
All right, hang on.
What? So she says, she wondered if Troy had gotten the letter. Her name is blank blank. Oh, you're just going to read it from your phone?
Read that part right there. Like, start, obviously, leave the names
Where?
out. Just-
Right there?
This one is pretty, that sums it up pretty much.
Okay. So this is after after this initial message, after Tracy had been communicating with this individual for some good number of communications. This person says, blank told me that Susan signed them up. And here's the part, by the way, just so you people know. Here is that moment where Susan, Paul, and Shanae go, God Almighty. He knows the truth. And these people have really watched this show and really are communicating with them. This is the part where they know. This is the part where they know, because this just could not be, I couldn't have researched this. I couldn't have pulled this up. This is where they know. Blank told me that Susan signed them up for the Smithfield Lions Club competition in November. Got you. Take a breath, sit down, calm down. It's not going to be okay. Blank told me that Susan signed them up for the Smithfield Lions Club competition in November, and all the competition fees were paid in full. The week before the competition, they showed up at the studio and the doors were locked, and a sign was on the door that said they were closed. She follows it with, they took the money and ran to Florida. We looked at the competition program.
They did. Okay, go ahead.
They looked at the competition program from the Smithfield Lions Club competition in November. And Susan's studio was not in there listed. She says, so I'm guessing it was all pre-planned. I'm guessing it was all pre-planned. People, what this tells me is what I said in episode 2. Actually, I think I said it in episode 1. Is absolutely true. The Mendance Family Dance Studio in Mineola, Florida, is absolutely the only business on planet Earth that was saved by COVID-19. Saved. See, other businesses went under, or they suffered greatly and are barely hanging on. But the dance company was saved by COVID-19. They were saved by the lockdowns. They were saved by the PPP loans. Because Tracy and I, we're the only reason that you people did the first competition in 2020. We're the only reason. Had it not been for us, it just simply would not have happened. Even though you'd already paid Shanae and Susan. You'd already given them your money to the tune of how many thousands of dollars? 30,000, 40, I don't know. How much did we say? Thousands of dollars. You'd already paid them. They already had that money. But yet when it was time to go to competition, just a week before, they didn't have that money. And they'd paid the competition nothing. They'd paid Selena nothing. They owed her everything. Susan gave it, or Selena gave them an ultimatum. You pay at least half by the time you go on stage, or you don't go on stage. Pay the other half before you can ever do another competition with us, and before you ever get the media package. Pictures and photos and videos, or pictures and videos. Had it not been for Tracy and I, you people wouldn't have gone. You'd have paid your money, but you wouldn't have gone because they spent it. They used it. They repaid the $25,000 loan that they took from their other daughter's wedding fund. Then they tried to blame it on us and the business that we had opened up, right? That was nowhere near that amount of money. I thought you needed this.
No.
But let me tell you how they got saved by COVID-19. Tracy and I paid that one for you. Well, for them, because you'd already paid them. So had we, but we paid again and more just to get them to go. Hell, we sit here and we showed you proof, evidence, undeniable evidence, that even right up till 30 minutes before the first kid went on the stage, there was still a balance due for half, and we came up with that last minute too, to the tune of thousands of dollars. Then COVID hit. Then they didn't have to worry about it anymore, see? They didn't have to worry about it. We're so bummed. Gosh darn it. Gee whiz. It doesn't, I can't even speak in old school 60s cussing, but we can't do the competitions now because you're not doing it because of the Rona, right? They got lucky. They got saved by the Rona. Yeah, saved by the Rona. Then they got PPP loans. Then they got a current dance family there to bail them out of the whole picture and photo incident. They got saved. But were they doing this premeditative? Were they planning on this the whole time, and then once the Rona hit, they thought, oh shit, you know what? We got all that money already. We can do this again. We can have round 2. Troy's never going to say anything on Facebook about it. Troy's never going to go 16 weeks live in a row telling people about this shit. Nobody from Rhode Island's ever going to contact Troy and tell him what we did up there. We can go again. We can go another round. People, I might have saved you from a disaster. You're welcome. The authorities in Rhode Island aren't too happy. They're not too pleased. They're definitely not amused. Neither are the authorities down here with this new information. So are you going to continue to leave your kids there, knowing that they're in jeopardy, knowing that your money might be in jeopardy? I mean, because obviously, I'm thinking at this, I get some of you, I get a couple of you why your kids are still there. I get it. I understand. May not agree with it totally, but I have to put myself in your shoes, and I get it. But the rest of you, if your kids aren't important enough to you, maybe your money is. Maybe I'm going to hit you where it really is important, where your heart really truly is, your wallet. Because that's what it appears to be with me right now with you people. Do you really want to entrust your money with someone who's done this before in another state? Taking competition money, and instead of paying the Smithfield Lions Club competition thousands of dollars that their customers gave them, they stole it and ran off to Florida. Hell, We've got it in writing. The people sent it to us. It's not like we're just pulling it out of our asses. All right? So if you don't care enough about your kids, maybe you care enough about your money. Plenty of other places to take your kids. Plenty of other places to spend your money. You gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful. And if you don't do the right thing, hopefully the authorities get on this shit a little bit quicker than they've been rolling so far. I get it. It's a huge investigation, but you know what? Enough's enough. Let's get this done. Let's do what needs to be done. Okay? They weren't even in the program. Their names would have been in the program. Susan's Dance Studio and the kids' names would have been in the program had she paid it by the deadline of what she told the parents had to pay by. The parents did pay by that deadline. All of them. But then Susan never paid the competition people because their name wasn't in the book. She didn't even give them the down payment. Their name wasn't in the book. It was premeditated. She took their money and ran. But apparently there's more to the story. You see, the whole reason she sold it to begin with and opened the new studio was apparently there was some sort of fallout or blowout between Susan and Shanae and Paul and Dance parents. Leads me to believe that this is a pattern. I think we've already proved this is a pattern. We already proved it's deliberate, it's malicious, it's pre-planned. Their name wasn't in the book. Where did that money go? I find it odd that after just having moved here and with having very bad credit and with having a very recent foreclosure on their credit and an eviction, they were able to rent a big, nice, fancy house in Claremont right behind my sister-in-law that my sister-in-law found for them. They had the cash for the down payment, last month's rent, all of that stuff, had money to get the furniture, whatever. They just moved here and they just had a foreclosure and an eviction. Where did Shanae get the money to open the studio? Working at Disney and working part-time at a dance studio here that she stole customers from? Where did she get the money? Where did they get the money to make the move down here? Where did they get the money for the house? Interesting, right? Very interesting. You see, Susan, I know she's watching this because she got me put in Facebook jail, right? I posted on there the other day, stop trying to get into the Green Swamp email, Susan, you stupid bitch. Because she was trying to get in and change the password on us. Because we were able to see her electric bill notification and the fact that they didn't pay it and it got turned off, shut off, and that they paid to get it reopened but still owed a balance and all that stuff. And I mentioned that on the show, and then 2 days later they got us suspended. Now they waited until that day specifically so they know they'd fully cover the 7 days if it was only a 7-day suspension. Right? We're not stupid. We know why they did it. So we've proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that they have, at the very least, bad financial issues. Are they criminal? Could be, possibly. We know that this appears to be deliberate. We know that it's theft. Right? Right. So the only way she can get me blocked is to go on and say that I was harassing a minor. Call herself a minor. Harassing a minor for that post. She knew damn well it was her name. She knew damn well she's not a minor, but that was the only way she could do it. What are they going to do in court? What are they going to do? Is she going to wear a paper bag over her face and go in and tell the judge she's a minor? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You see, on top of everything else, we've been speaking to an attorney. because my daughter has some things that hurt on her body that shouldn't be hurting on a 19-year-old's body. And it's not like we don't know any other dancers. We know dancers from upstate Rochester, New York, all the way down to Lee County, Florida, from Tyler, Texas, all the way over to Melbourne. So why is it that this pattern of these certain pains only seem to be prevalent in kids that dance at Susan's dance studio? My daughter, my niece, my son, and three other children that we know of that are complaining of these same things, right? Well, I was lucky when they were using me. One of the things they used me for was to replace some flooring in the dance studio, in the dance room. What they didn't know is I was recording everything, the process step by step. You know, maybe 5 minutes before we started, and 3 minutes during it, and 2 minutes here, and all this stuff, and then a long stretch as we were pulling it up. So, what I found on the video, I wasn't certain of, but I did show it to the attorney, and he said he looks into it, and he says, yeah, they had improper flooring. That's why these kids are having knee pains, back pains, joint pains. That's why they may not be able to function very well as adults. That's why they may deteriorate physically in their 30s and 40s. And yes, we can hold them responsible, the studio, and we're going to. So not only did they have improper flooring, but we're getting them for lack of proper training. Lack of proper training for the safety of the kids. We're also going to get them for lack of safety protocols and lack of safety equipment. Then we're also going to get them for a known and deliberate unhealthy environment to the children, to minors, including but not limited to mold. There was mold there when we left. There's still mold there now. I talked to them about it. I tried to get them to do mold remediation. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They refused it. They said it's on the landlord. Well, unfortunately, this is Florida, and no, it's not on the landlord. And I told them that, and someone else told them that. But even if it was on the landlord, and the landlord, let's say, hypothetically refused to do anything about it, it was your responsibility, Susan and Shanae and Paul, at that time, to close that studio and open up in a safer location, a safer environment, even if it meant a financial loss for you people. You were deliberate and malicious in putting these kids in danger, having them around this mold, Stachybotrys, whatever it was. Some of them are having respiratory issues now. Some of them are having headaches, unexplained headaches. The pains that they're having, their uniform, all of them are complaining of it. That's not good. It's not good. Anybody out there that had a child that danced there, or anybody that has a child dancing there now that wants in on this portion of the lawsuit, contact me. Contact me and you can get on. We've already done the hard work. Just contact me. Get on. So, between that and the fact that she underhandedly sold her studio and then opened another studio less than a mile down the road in Pawtucket, or what was that other place she said it might have been? Give me your phone, pull back up my messages. Apparently the border was right there, the limit line was right there. But so she closes it.
Central Falls.
Huh?
Central Falls.
Central Falls? So it was either Pawtucket or Central Falls. Apparently it was right there in that general vicinity. Less than a mile from Susan Montegrain's School of Dance that she had just sold. So not only did she sell it, but she sells it out of some sort of conflict between her and Susan, or her, Shanae, and Paul, and current dance parents. And then after she sells it and the money is in her hands, she opens another one less than a mile down the road in either Cinder Falls or in Pawtucket. recruits kids from her old studio that she had just sold, stealing that money, that income from the studio she had just sold, collects all their competition money for the whole team, then with no call, no warning, no explanation, closes her door, flees to Florida with that stolen money, leaving the kids and the families high and dry without the money and without any competition. The Smithville Lions Club never even knew that they were supposedly supposed to be paying. Right? And we can't make this shit up. How will we know this? How the hell could we even begin to know to make this shit up? We can't. They sent it to us. We have proof that they sent it to us. It's recorded for history. It's backed up on backed up on backed up in 3 different locations. You're screwed. You're screwed. You're criminals. You had criminal intent. It was deliberate. Deliberate and malicious intent to defraud that then turned into what could be grand larceny in the first degree, or at the very least, grand theft, which is still a felony. Right?
45 minutes, it's cold.
Hmm?
I said you went on 45 minutes and it's cold.
It is. It is very cold. So, I promise you good people of Facebook land, we're going to finish putting all this together. I have a message to the lady that sent me the letter.
Or anyone else.
Or anyone else in Rhode Island, or anyone else that ever had anything to do with Susan, Paul, and Shanae in the past. Or present. I need you to contact me because we need to stop this cycle of abuse and theft. But what I want you to do is I want you to contact me by, what did we say?
The Green Swamp Mafia email.
The Green Swamp Mafia email, not the Troy Show, not Troy Grimes, the Green Swamp Mafia email address, which is
greenswampmafia@gmail.com.
greenswampmafia@gmail.com. Okay, Tracy looks at that email. She gets alerts for that. I don't, because I really couldn't care. I don't give 2 shits about emails. But this is how we need you to do it, please. This ensures us that we get your message. Okay. A snail mail letter is great, but if we don't get it, or if it gets here late, or whatever, it's not effective. We need this to be effective, right? So if you've sent me something already, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, take the time to rewrite it and send it to greenswampmafia@gmail.com. And I promise you, if you want to remain anonymous, you will. If you don't want to remain anonymous, I'll gladly mention you on the show. But we need this information because we've got to stop this cycle of abuse. We've got to stop the kids from getting hurt. We've got to keep these parents from getting their money stolen from them. Because, hell, they already did it once here. We just saved them. We bailed them out of it. And then COVID saved their ass. So I'm begging you. greenswampmafia@gmail.com. Hit us up with that. Let us know your experience with them, what they did. I don't care if you think, oh, this is really minor. There's no need to waste this time. You're not wasting my time, I promise you. We are on a mission to stop the abuse and stop the theft. Okay? We got to stop it. So you hit me up. You send me that. My wife will get it. She'll read it to me and share it with me, and we will get this put together. So,
Hold on a second. See if people can still hear you.
can anybody still hear me? Please type out, yes, we can hear you. Why, what makes you think they can't?
Cheryl just texted me and said, did it go out or did I lose you? Okay.
Anyone?
Your mom says yes.
Yes, what?
She can hear. Angie can hear.
Okay.
Ed can hear. Okay, so it must just be... Oh, she said it's back now, Cheryl. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you're back on. People, if Susan and Shanae could do this to my sister-in-law Cheryl, she'll do it to anybody. Right? Cheryl was their closest, Susan's closest confidant and friend down here, and Susan stabbed her in the back.
And Shanae when she
And Shanae. Both stabbed her in the back. And shit on their kids, my nieces. I'll never forgive you for that. And then you did it to us. And we were supposedly your friends too. We ate your shitty ass food in your stink ass house with your wife's sweaty balls next to us. And you did it to us. They'll do it to any of you. They'll do it to the current parents right now that are belling them out. You know who you are. You know damn well who you are. I don't have to talk. I don't have to say who you are. I want you to come to my house, people. Come to my house and read this shit for yourself. Okay? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. My sister-in-law pointed out a great thing to me the other day, and I meant to write it down, but I forgot, but I'll do the best I can. You see, to these current parents that are defending them and bailing them out, we want you to know that Shanae seems to be a decent instructor. We don't even know what you want to call it at this point in time. Susan and Shanae seem to do a decent job with the little ones, with the kids, right up until they hit a certain age group. What was it, 11, 12, whatever. At which point in time, your kids aren't winning shit. They're not top on the totem pole. Right? Because how could someone with the mindset of a 12-year-old teach kids older than her or with higher mindsets than them? And then how can a criminal do the same? They can't. So your kids are only somewhat winning up there until they hit a certain age. And you know this right now because you've got some of these kids that were winning when the other ones were, and now all of a sudden the other ones aren't. The older ones aren't winning, but the other ones still are. But wait until they hit that point. They're not going to advance. They're not going to go anywhere else. Pull them out now. Get them to a good studio. I don't care. Pick one. Get them out. Get them out. It's not all about winning. It's not about the trophy. To you people it might be. But if for nothing else, do it for that reason. But you should be pulling them out for their safety. For your money, whatever. Pick a reason. Whatever's most important to you, pull them out. All right. I promise you people, we are going to keep putting all of this together, figuring out the timeline, putting people's messages together, and figuring out what happened when. Susan, Paul, and Shanae, I want you to think about that tonight when you go to sleep. The Lions Club, you know that I'm telling the truth. You know that your own people reached out to me. Or what used to be your own people. You thought you would leave that in Rhode Island and come down here and start over and fuck people again. You couldn't fathom that it would follow you down here because you put it under your daughter's name and had her change her last name to Silly. Silly. Fat silly bitch. You fat silly bitch. Which is actually fitting for Adam. He should be Adam Silly. Look at him. Listen, people, I tell you what, my daughter got me a Christmas present. It is the greatest thing in my life right now, aside from my family and a few of you. But this is the greatest thing that's happened to planet Earth in a long time. I'm going to show you what it is. You see,
power on.
She got me this microphone with a built-in speaker. So now every day, all day, 365 days a year, every day is the Troy Show.
That's right. I'm going to walk through the mall, through the store, talking about Susan's sweaty balls!
Did you hear that echo?
I did. It was a cool echo. That just echoed down at the pond at Victory Point. That was awesome.
Again.
No.
It's the Troy Show.
Okay. It's called...
Shanae, your mother is also your father.
And your cousin formed.
And your cousin's aunt's uncle. And she's the only one with big sweaty balls. Autobots, mount up.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I love this thing. I love the sound of my own voice, honestly. I have already sat on the toilet with this, just going.
And Troy is concentrating. And
Oh my God.
it's only a matter of minutes until this has has done something
Stop
newsworthy.
laughing at him.
And there we go! Mission accomplished! And he's going to stand up and flush, wash his hands, and move along.
I love my voice. I love myself, to be honest with you. Oh my God. Thank you, baby, for that. I love it. All right. We're going to stay on this. We're going to put it all together. We're going to get it done for you. People, if you are coming, oh, by the way, you current dance parents, the information portion, the breaking news portion is over. Sign off right now. Get the fuck off my show. This portion is not for you. Except for the two, and you know who you are. You can go ahead and stay on, because I love you. So, here we go. People, if you're coming tomorrow, you can bring something if you want. You don't have to. It is what it is.
Just let us know.
Yeah, let us know. It's just lighthearted fun. Oh, by the way, listen, the house and the yard was spotless clean last week when we were supposed to have it. Okay.
And that canceled due to the rain that we
got
never
canceled.
got.
Yeah, we canceled it because of the rain. That we didn't have one drop, maybe 2 or 3 little sprinkles, and so we put it off until tomorrow. And then we've had Christmas since then. So you know what? The house isn't in perfect condition. So hell, you know, like it, don't like it, get your tetanus shot before you come if you want. You don't have to. But either way, come here, hang out, have fun, drink. We're going to have a special little carnival game set up here for everybody to play. If you wish to participate in that, we're going to show you that here in a minute. I made a... before I go too far, also remember New Year's. Because right now I think we're at what? We're well over $1,000 into the fireworks.
Oh my God.
No, probably close to 2.
No,
It's up there.
I
yeah.
don't want to know.
Yeah. And we're not done.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not. Well, I
But
guess
you
we
got
should
it
say
all little by little.
that. Either way, we're going to have a great fireworks show here. We're going to have great food, good drinks, good friends, camaraderie. Come over, hang out with us tomorrow and New Year's. I'm even going to have a special New Year's Eve ball drop.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh.
I don't even
Maybe
want
you could go
to.
live with that one.
Yeah, I probably will. We'll go through the hassle of signing on through Green Swamp for that one. So I made this carnival game for my sister-in-law and my niece because, you know, we've all been through a lot in 2020. It's been a shitty year. It's a toilet paper joke.
We got it.
Thank you. So we've all been through a lot this year. However, I got to say this, 2020 for our family and for our extended family and friends hasn't been that bad because we got rid of the boil on our ass that's known as a Mendance. Right? We stuck the needle in, squeezed it, and let it squirt all over the
Ew.
face of the Mendance family. It's gone. Therefore, we had a great Christmas, a great Thanksgiving, and we're going to have a great New Year's. Because those people, gone. Insignificant waste of oxygen-consuming mass. They're gone. So, I'll retort. In order to give them, to provide my sister-in-law and my lovely niece with some much-needed, well-deserved stress relief and comic relief, for Christmas, I made them a carnival game. Well, I'm not going to lie. I already had part of it made. I just reused it and added something to it. So, we only filmed the first 3 minutes of it. This went on for a good half hour, and trust me, it was, at the end, just hearing everybody laugh was funny enough. The people across the street were probably laughing at us laughing. But we want to show you this quick little 3-minute video. Then we're going to play you a repeat of the Sue's Got Balls Christmas song, and then I'm going to say good night, because listen, up until 45 minutes before the show started, we were all in there in front of the fireplace playing games, and that's where we're going back to. Nice cozy fire inside by the fire pit, or by the fireplace, playing games, watching movies, and joking about the Mendances. So,
That's all you want.
I'm going to play this video for you in a minute. In the meantime, I present you with your Christmas gift, people. Right here, get ready to screenshot it. Right here. Right here. How you doing? There we go.
Wait till I turn it around.
I was gonna
What?
try to make it bigger.
No, it's
That's what she said.
big.
Power off.
Screen.
All right, turn this one off, the overhead light.
Uh-oh.
Hang up.
No.
Was the night after Christmas, and all through the land, everyone agreed. Susan did look like a man.
This is not. You're probably
You want that light on or off on the halo?
I don't know.
Hello?
I'm trying to see if it's better with. Oh yeah, it's better with it off.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I know 2020 has been a crappy year, so I've
Could-
been doing stuff really bad.
Can you put that up to
Volume max. Volume max. You're standing a foot away from it. Oh.
Cheryl definitely needs some Nerf lessons.
Oh, the dog. The dog's coming outside. The dog is coming outside.
Ha.
Why so close? I know. Why did you just knock it over with your finger? I want to make sure you do that. Was this slow? Sure, are you kidding me? Bubba. Is this slow? What? Yes. Oh no, you don't want to hit Forky. Don't hit Forky. Forky's gonna hit you. I don't like Forky, so go ahead. Wow! Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
They were probably all laughing because we were all in our pajamas.
No! Yeah, you just run it. The way it was. Yeah, this was the hardest one. Yeah, little girl. Oh, Forky. Everybody wants to get them going good like
All right, folks, that's it of that. But what a great time that was. Awesome. Good quality family time. Everybody laughing, enjoying the holiday. So, real quick, before we end this, I do want to say this, okay? We are currently working on switching to a new platform for the Troy Show. You got the halo light off.
I know. Well, hang on. It takes me a second.
So by the time, now listen, I might get unsuspended before the 30 days. Depends on what Facebook says and how fast they get to the bottom of the situation. But regardless of that, we're going to be switching to a new platform for the Troy Show. It's an unregulated platform. We can do and say what we want. And it is going to be through a podcasting network that streams it live. You'll actually be able to comment, call in, do whatever you want. And then we'll broadcast it through that to other social media aspects, including Facebook and YouTube and whatever. Okay, but as soon as we get that set up, it's a little bit of a complicated thing, but once we got it set up and ready to go and running, we're going to go ahead and share that with you, and that's what we'll be watching. In the meantime, if for some reason this shit just gets completely shut down, we're going to start doing it live on Facebook, on YouTube, so you just go watch it there or whatever, contact us and we'll tell you how. But we're going to figure it all out. One way or the other, within the next few episodes, we're going to be on a platform where we can do and say what we want without it being regulated, especially being regulated by a computer due to COVID-19. So, with that being said, anyone have any questions, any comments, concerns?
I'll tell you now. There's someone, I don't know if she's on still, but the name was Barbara Santos. She said she was a very concerned grandmother of a current student, but we can't find, there's nothing on Facebook at all about her, so we don't know.
Barbara Santos. All right, Barbara, please. I mean, if you're real and you are concerned about your grandchild, please reach out to us at greenswampmafia.gmail.com.
At
gmail.com. You can address it to my wife, Tracy, or to me. I know a lot of people are more comfortable dealing with Tracy. I'm not really sure why. I think I'm a very lovable, approachable individual. But send us a message and let's get things worked out. And again, if you're real and you're just concerned and you're using a fake name, whatever, and you want to see some of our proof and evidence in person, you're more than welcome to come here. We'll keep it confidential, whatever. You can look at it and make your decision then. And so, anyone else have anything? Huh?
No.
Okay, people, I'm going to leave you with this classic Christmas song that I wrote and performed for last week's show, mainly because I don't have anything else ready tonight. I hope you come tomorrow. I hope you come for New Year's Eve. Enjoy the fire, enjoy the company, camaraderie, and hell, I don't even know. Maybe we'll have a door prize or two for the Carnivals game, right? Free entries, by the way. So, all right. I'm going to see you next Friday, one way or the other. I'm going to see you next Friday. Wait, is it Friday or Saturday?
No, I mean, it's New Year's Day next Friday, so I don't think
Oh yeah, we'll do it next Friday. So I'm going to see you next Friday, one way or the other. I mean, I don't get hangovers. I don't know why, but we're going to be here. So,
Cheryl said it was the best carnival game ever.
Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad y'all loved it, and I loved spending time with you guys and doing it. It was great. And I got to tell you, it's probably it's right up there in the best Christmas, in I don't even know how long, right? So we had a great time. So fuck you, man dances. So here we go, people. Until next Friday, remember, I love you. I really do. I'll always love you. I'll always be there for you. If I can give it to you, if I can help you with it, trust me, I'm going to do everything in my power to do it. Be nice to one another. Treat everyone with kindness, love, and respect. And it's after Christmas. So, unless you're the Mendenses, and then tell them to fuck themselves. Right? All right. Now, until next Friday, I don't want you to forget. Always, always make time for the bad guy. I love you. Okay, play. We need a DJ!
You should sing along with your microphone.
12 long months ago, if we knew what we knew today, off to the store we'd go, buying toilet paper every day. Our bottoms would be clean, our asses would feel right, but at least it's fun to write and sing these funny songs at night. Oh, Sue's got balls, fuck that bitch Shanae. She's too fat to take a ride in a 12-horse open sleigh. Hey, Sue's got balls, Polly's bald. Hey, I even wrote it. Oh, what fun it is to sing and make fun of Shanae. Now that I've pissed you off, Come and get you some TikTok girls, that's right. Paul likes them 'cause they're young. Hide food from Shanae, 340 pounds she be. Susan's got some big old balls and Paul's got a tiny pee-pee. Oh, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls, TDC is lame. It's not fun learning dance from someone who sits all day. Hey, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls, fuck that bitch Shanae. Oh, I wish she'd close her doors and fucking go away. It's not over. Paul pulled up to my house just the other night. I thought we'd have some fun and get in a fist fight. But then he blew a horn and punched the gas, that's right. He called me a fat bastard and he drove away with fright. Whoa! Sue's got balls, for Paul can't say the same. Oh, what the hell, he almost flipped his car trying to get away. Hey, Sue's got balls, piss on their whole family. For what they've done to these kids, they need to fucking pay! Merry Christmas, you fat bitch. Good night, everybody. I love you.